Welcome to English Listening Practice. In this video, you'll hear a story about Marco and one warm night in his little bakery. Listen slowly and try to relax. Don't worry if you don't understand every word. Just enjoy the story. Marco woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. The city was dark and quiet. Most people were still deep in their dreams. But for Marco, the day was just beginning. He was a baker, like his father before him. His little bakery stood on the corner of an old street. He dressed quickly and drank a glass of water. Then he stepped out into the cool night air. The streets were empty and silent. Only the street lamps were awake. A taxi passed slowly, then it was quiet again. Marco liked this hour more than any other. The world felt soft, calm, and full of promise. He stopped in front of his bakery. Golden letters on the window said, "Marco's Bakery." He turned the old key and opened the door. Inside, it smelled of flour and sweet vanilla. He turned on the warm lights. He put on his white apron. Then he lit the big old oven. The oven was older than Marco himself. His father had baked bread in it for 30 years. Slowly, the kitchen became warm. The night shift of the little bakery had begun. Marco took a big bag of flour. He poured it into a large silver bowl. Water, salt, and a little yeast. His hands knew every step by heart. He mixed and pressed the soft dough. Push, turn, fold. Push, turn, fold. It was slow, quiet work. The radio played soft jazz in the corner. Outside, a light rain began to fall. The drops made little rivers on the window. Marco smiled and kept working. Rain or sun, people always need bread. He covered the dough with a white cloth. Now the dough needed time to rest and grow. While he waited, he started the croissants. Butter, dough, and patience. He folded the dough again and again. Thin layers, one on top of the other. A grey cat appeared at the window. It was Luna, the neighbour's cat. She visited Marco almost every night. Marco opened the door for a moment. "Good morning, Luna," he said. The cat found her warm place near the oven. At 3:30, the first bread went into the oven. Soon, a wonderful smell filled the kitchen. It was the smell of fresh, warm bread. It slipped under the door and into the street. Marco made cinnamon rolls next. Sugar, butter, and a lot of cinnamon. They were the favourites of the school children. Then he prepared little apple cakes. And last, his special chocolate cookies. The rain stopped, and the sky slowly changed. Deep black became dark blue. Marco took the first bread out of the oven. The crust was golden and crisp. He put the warm loaves on the wooden shelves. Row after row, like little soldiers. The croissants came next, light and golden. Luna watched everything with sleepy eyes. Marco drank a small cup of strong coffee. He looked at the full shelves and smiled. Everything was ready for the morning. At 6 o'clock, Marco turned the sign on the door. Closed became open. The sky was pink and gold now. Lights turned on in the windows across the street. The city was waking up. The first customer arrived at 6:10. It was Elena, a young nurse. She was coming home from the night shift at the hospital. "Good morning, Marco. The usual, please." "One warm croissant and a milk coffee." "You look tired," Marco said kindly. "Long night," Elena smiled, "but this makes it better." She held the warm croissant like a little treasure. Next came Mr. Bruno, the old teacher. He came every morning at 6:30. One dark bread and 2 minutes of conversation. They talked about the weather and the news. Then came the school children. They pressed their noses against the glass. "3 cinnamon rolls, please." Their eyes were big and happy. Marco gave each of them an extra cookie. "Don't tell your mothers," he said with a wink. The little bell over the door rang again and again. Warm bread travelled into many hands. A young man bought apple cake for his grandmother. A woman with a red umbrella bought bread for her office. Marco knew almost every face. He knew who liked soft bread and who liked dark. Between customers, he cleaned the counter. And he always had time for a kind word. "How is your mother?" "Better, thank you." "Good luck with your test today." The bakery was more than a shop. It was a small, warm heart in the street. At 8 o'clock, the shelves were half empty. The morning sun filled the whole bakery. Dust danced in the golden light. Luna slept in her corner, full and happy. Marco looked out at the busy street. People hurried to work with his bread in their bags. Somewhere out there, families would share his rolls tonight. That thought always made him quietly proud. His father had felt the same long ago. At 10 o'clock, the bakery became quiet again. Marco made himself a fresh coffee. He took the last warm croissant. Then he sat on the small bench outside. The sun was warm on his face. The street was calm and friendly. An old photo hung inside, near the door. It showed his father, young and proud, with white flour on his hands. Marco thought about him every day. His father always said one thing: bread is simple, but it makes people happy. Marco understood it more with every year. A bird landed near his feet. Marco gave it a few small crumbs. "Even the birds love my bread," he laughed. At noon, he sewed the last loaf. He cleaned the kitchen slowly and carefully. Tomorrow, everything would begin again. The flour, the fire, the first warm smell. The bell, the faces, the kind words. Marco closed the door and turned the key. He walked home through the sunny streets. His legs were tired, but his heart was light. It was a simple day. No big news, no big surprises. Just flour, fire, and friendly faces. But Marco felt rich, like he had won a prize. Tonight he would sleep early. And at 2 o'clock his quiet, warm work would start again. Sometimes happiness smells like fresh bread. Marco smiled at the morning sun and closed his eyes for a moment. And that's the end of our story. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this story, watch it one more time. You will understand even more the second time. Subscribe for new stories and keep practicing every day. See you in the next episode. Take care.